everyone, welcome back to PlaycrastiNation, population 361, and welcome back to the next episode of the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. I'll be 100% honest with you guys, I completely forgot that I brought this series back until about 5 minutes ago when I woke up from a nap. Today we're going to be continuing our, I don't know why I said that so cinematically, but today we're going to be continuing with our, I almost clicked on Isaac, with our random hard mode streaks. We got win number 5 last time with Cain, and the D4, let's see, we're going to be playing today, Eve? Judas, okay. Judas is kind of a scary character, and not ooh, we must have had Eden's Blessing at some point on our rerolls last time, because we begin with Halo of Flies, which I appreciate. VNNS 1ZXO. Obviously, we also start with Book of Belial. Now, Judas is a very scary character early on. Obviously, when you're starting, you have 1 HP. We get Tractor Beam in here. It's not a bad item. It's not a great item. He's a scary character early on because you don't have a whole lot of HP, as you could probably see. If you didn't know, 1 is the loneliest number. And also, when there's HP, it's also quite lonely because it's got no friends to help save your life, which is not great. So early on, you really want to get into this bad boy as quickly as possible and try to buy yourself a Spirit Heart. Either that or find a bomb and access a Tinted Rock, because you got to realize a champion, of which there are several in this room. Well, now there's only 1, but at the time, champions can end your life rapidly, and that's not ideal. So we're going to try to avoid that if possible. Obviously, we also have Book of Belial, so if a room is really scary, which this one wasn't too bad, we can pop it. But more than likely, I will be saving it for a deal with the devil. The small room does scare me, so I'm going to hold off on that. Now, this is also unfortunate because, oh, we actually did blow up the thing and get 2 Spirit Hearts. Okay, that's it, 1 run. Just kidding. It's a little premature to maybe be calling that, but we've probably survived this floor, which honestly is Judas is sometimes all you need. The Book of Belial gives you increased deal with the devil chances, which just leads to a more more powerful run overall. Definitely glad we did not come to this room first because it would have been frightening. Thunderbolts and lightning, all that stuff, you know. But we are going to have to go through the small room, unfortunately. Let's use our key and open this bad boy. The left hand equals pretty good chance to become Guppy over the course of this floor. And if we can snag a bomb, remember that there is a Tinted Rock in this room, and we may want to come back for it. Nope. We get a key instead. You know, maybe we'll get Matchbook or something from our boss fight. I'm not asking for Matchbook. I would never do such a silly thing. Maybe we get the box. The box wouldn't be terrible, although we kind of already have a trinket we're pretty content with. We get Speedball instead, and it doesn't look like there's going to be any way, unfortunately, for us to access that Tinted Rock. That's okay, going down to the next floor with 2.5 hearts, which should be more than enough to survive the course of this floor. That's the nice thing about Judas is, you know, it's a little scary until you get a bit of HP as a buffer. But if you do, he starts, you know, pretty significantly above his competition. Now, does the 8 tier stat, is that, let's wait till we have a charge ready. Let's be smart. Is the 8 tier stat, I did not pay attention. Is that what he starts with? Or is one of our items like Tractor Beam or something a tiers upgrade? Speedball is not. Halo Flies is not. I did not pick up a tiers upgrade pill. It must have been Tractor Beam? Or he starts with 4.72 damage and an 8 rate of fire, which is just crazy offensively good. And then obviously when using Book of Belial, you go up to an 8.71 damage stat. So again, if you can get through that, he's very much the definition of a glass cannon. If you can get past the initial fear that you may have because of his lack of survivability, then you're in a pretty good above average spot. You know, even if you don't, you know, we've had runs where we get to like the final floors of the game and we're lucky if we have 4.72 damage and 4.7 or 8 point whatever damage when we use Book of Belial. So, you know, there are definitely some situations where I would kill for damage like that. So the fact that Judas can start off with it makes him a pretty good character. I do have to say, to all of you people, and I think that's literally just one person, that voted for... Okay, it was a little tight there because I really want to use this guy to access that Tinted Rock. I do have to say, to all of you people, you know what I'm saying, that voted for the random streaks, I gotta be very appreciative because we had done Eden streaks for such a long time. You kind of not forget. It's hard to forget. It's like riding a bicycle, but you become less accustomed to all of the little emotions. Sorry, I turned into Joker for a second. But you forget all the little nuances of playing with each individual character. You kind of just, on an Eden streak, you kind of just, every character is completely different, much like every day is a winding road. We get the box on this floor, interesting. And of course, we are going to take the pact because it's just a good item. Gonna bring us down to a 6 rate of fire. Gonna pick up, tapeworm's not really what I'm looking for, so I'm not gonna take that Yera. Awaz, and our pill is gonna be a power pill. Let's utilize this right here because wait. Oh, I got a troll bomb from the box. I wasn't even really paying attention. We got a troll bomb from the box, which is why I don't have a bomb currently. Otherwise, I would have accessed... Oh, but now we have 5 of them, which is pretty exciting. And I will use that to open this and get nothing. And I will also grab the key. That's actually going to give us... Nope, it's not going to give us access to the other bombs, so ignore me. But I will search the rest of the floor to see if we have, maybe a curse room or something we could... peep a little bit and see what's going on. Hopefully, I have not been paying attention. Hopefully, the video's not too framey. Trying to upload... Oh, we do have a curse room. Trying to upload a video while recording a video, and in the past, that has just done me completely and utterly dirty. And so hopefully, I'm not getting done dirty once again, because I hate when I get done dirty, as most people I think would. And it also just makes the quality of the video less. Now, this is unfortunate. I would like to play this man. We can't have a curse room in here. How much HP am I willing to give this boy? Preferably, we could get more plays out of him than I got out of that first one. I would like him to pay out as quickly as possible. The world card, pop it, see where our secret room... Oh, we haven't even been to our item room on this floor. I'll give him one more half heart, and if he doesn't pay out this time, then he is... Oh, you would not. You would not. You would not do this to me. Of course it's bad trip. We need to, as quickly as possible, get to... Shoot that. We need to, as quickly as possible, get to our shop and pray that there is a spirit heart. There is, and I'm 1 cent short. I will blow this up because... survival, and we get Head of Greed. I will take Head of the Keeper, and we will take the Spirit Heart. We're 1.5 now, still in a pretty scary predicament, but better than what it was. If we can amass some more HP before this this floor is done, like perhaps if we can get Magic Mushroom from one of these lovely mushrooms right here, then maybe I'll consider going back to that the room that almost killed us. But for right now, I'm not thinking a speed upgrade is great. I'm excited pill is the opposite of great. Let's head to our big room over here and get to our... oh, God, they're going to be fast as well. Well, they're not fast right now, but get ready. They could speed up at any moment, and you got to be ready for that. The I'm Excited pill takes no prisoners. It just murders all people on sight, which we don't want. Now, the money from Head of the Keeper is going to be wonderful, and I appreciate it. In here, what are you? The monocle? Technology 0 static tears. What? Now, I'm not going to lie. I think this looks really cool, by the way. I think this is going to be really bad with Tractor Beam because our tears can only travel in a straight line, and therefore the electricity probably not going to be able to hit anybody that we would want it to. So I think that's unfortunately just a poor synergy that we're just going to have to deal with. But it looks cool nonetheless, and the sound of the electricity going in the background is pretty cool too. Okay, so we'll just head out of this floor. We're done here. We spent a little bit more time maybe than I would have liked to, but we'll be fine. And of course, we do still have the left hand, so you would expect that out of these red chests that we are acquiring, not only some guppy items. Curse the Blind is less than ideal, but let's do it. I've been teleported to a deal with the devil with 5 red chests. Interesting. Interesting to say the least. All right, please don't be cursed die. The spirit hearts are wonderful. Spirit hearts are more wonderful than you could ever know. More spirit hearts are great. Those are not. If it's cursed die, I cry. If it's anything else, I'm pretty happy. All right, just kidding. Pretty upset with Plan C as well. Didn't even know that could be acquired from a red chest, but you learn something new every single day. Now, what could save this synergy, and I don't know because I didn't even know Technology 0 was an item. I thought it was the monocle because it looked a little bit like a monocle. What could perhaps, and I'm just guessing, save this synergy would be homing tiers. I'm not sure if the lasers that are connecting these tiers operate like the tiers that a normal technology would utilize. If that's the case, then yeah, you would think that homing tiers would... Am I allowed to leave? Okay. You would think that homing tiers would... yeah, let's just go for it. You would think that homing tiers would allow those tiers to home, of course, onto enemies, and therefore, even though they're stuck traveling in a straight line, we might get a little bit of extra damage from the electricity anyway, because right now I think we're getting no benefit. We are going to get a cube of meat. Unfortunately, we get a deal with the devil here, which we didn't want, because, well, we'd already seen what's inside of it, so we would have rather not gotten one on this floor, and then gotten an even higher chance of one on the next floor, but... sometimes things don't work out like you planned for. I have, like, excuse me if I vomit on camera, I have, like, literally the worst heartburn I've ever experienced in my young adult life for some reason. I'm not totally sure. Oh, tears down. That's unfortunate. At least we know what it is, and we won't have to take any more in the future. And a 7-tier stat is still pretty wicked. We have another curse room that's going to tempt me with my life. And, of course, I am going to oblige. Let's go ahead and use our... Book of Belial here just to make things a little bit quicker. I don't know what caused it. I had some pulled pork for lunch. I don't think that's it because I've eaten that for lunch every single day this week and didn't get it. Now, my boss also forced me to eat a vitamin. And I know what you're just saying, no, vitamins are good for you. No, he like forced me to like chew a vitamin pill because he said it tasted gross. And I don't know why I obliged. Basically so I didn't get fired. But... you know, maybe hostile work environment, but we'll call the CDC some other time. I don't think it's the CDC. The good news is it's a small company, so the HR department is my boss. So I guess I'll just keep eating vitamins to keep my job. Anyway, I'm just kidding, by the way. It's not... I chose to eat the vitamin. I could have not eaten the vitamin if I wanted to. Anyway, we get the mulligan, which is just a wonderful item. This is a great run overall. I would... if I had to take a gander, guys, I would say this is probably going to be a win. It's a little early. Again, you know, we could mess things up in this curse room I'm about to go to like I messed it up earlier. But I wouldn't say that that's the most likely outcome. I think the most likely outcome, looking for tinted rocks, is that we win this one. Let's see what we got going on in here. 2 more pills, a speed up, and an I'm excited. We don't want that. We will keep the AWAS. And honestly, probably should have just popped the AWAS to head down to the next floor. Instead, I'm an idiot. Almost, oh, I'm going the wrong way. Let's go in here because I do have a lot of money. Almost 12 minutes. Great shop, by the way. Favorite shop archetype. We are at almost 12 minutes, unfortunately, through Caves 1, so Boss Rush doesn't seem likely, which is what I would be holding on to AWAS for. Strength card. Let's buy 1 item. We get there's options. Actually really good. So, you know what? It's for considering we had no idea, considering we went to the store and they said, put your hand in this bag and whenever you pull out, you're going to take home. You know, if there was a bag and it was like coupons and the coupons range, not coupons, let's say it's like just gift cards. And inside there was either a pretty good chance you get nothing. Let's say it's like a 50% chance you got nothing, a 25% chance you got $5, and a 25% chance you got 24% chance you got $10, and then a 1% chance that you win $1 million. You know, we didn't win the $1 million. What would the $1 million have been? Maybe Hive Mind, considering we have Mulligan. Well, I'd say we pulled at least a $10 certificate, so definitely I would say there's options is in the upper echelon. Is that what do you call it? Echelon? Echelon, right? That's a word. I would say that it's definitely in the upper echelon of shop items. Would you disagree? If so, please explain. Please write me a 15-page paragraph explaining why you would disagree with such a non-intimidating statement. Perthro rune. I will likely keep. I generally think Perthro runes are pretty good, and we have no curse on this floor, so we'll actually, if we use it, we'll actually know what the heck we're getting out of it. So I think Perthro's probably better than AWAS, and like I said earlier, we're already pretty much, not decidedly, but likely too slow to make boss rush. We can see what we're gonna buy, so let's head in here this time. We get a greed fight, that's okay. We've been visiting pretty much every shop this entire time, and this is only the first time we've been cursed with it, and we actually get a Steam sale from it, and we get guppies. tail from it. Maybe the greatest greed fight I've ever done in my entire life. Guppy's tail obviously is amazing with the left hand because it increases the number of golden chests you get, which then in turn turn into red chests, which then in turn means your chances of becoming Guppy once you get Guppy's tail pretty astronomically high. So again, Hive Mind is kind of that home run that we're looking for in our shop. But you know, I'll get along if I'll move along, little doggy, if we can't get it. But I would be very, very appreciative if we could get it. Probably should have tried to push those into this so we could have, like, I don't know, saved a bomb there. Host Hat is such a good item. What a good run. We've had honestly, we haven't had a run yet that has been bad. We had a run that was scary in terms of our D100, or was it the D4 run with Kane last time? Yeah, the D4 run with Kane was the one where we almost died at the end. So, like, that's a scary run, but it was still a good run overall. I don't even want the HP. There was a curse room at the beginning of this floor, which, looking back, I probably should have gone to, but I didn't, so that's on me. But, yeah, we don't really have a bad run in the streak so far. Definitely taking Jesus Juice, so we'll grab that. In the deal with the devil, we get Betrayal. It's awful. Reroll to Demon Baby, which isn't worth the 3 hearts, unfortunately. Probably should go back for Perthrow, but, or for AWAS, I should say, but, if you don't got the money, we don't got the time? I don't really know what that's from, but I think I've heard that phrase before. All of the Spirit Hearts in the world. Things are just going very, very well. Yeah, it's just not worth my time to go back for it because, you know, we could either go back and get the AWAS rune, but the amount of time it would take would probably mean, teleport to deal with the devil, we get Krampus fight. Not terrible. Again, we had to pay the greed tax, now we had to pay the Krampus tax. All of it's fine, especially if I can get, nope, no guppy item from that. But we did get Lump of Coal, which is the item we would have wanted from Krampus. So, again, even when it's forcing me to do things that maybe I don't want to do, like chew on a freaking vitamin that tastes like a cow patty, even when I'm being forced to do things that maybe I don't want to do, we're still getting good results from it. Like I'm getting paid and have a job still. Don't fire me. He doesn't watch these videos probably, and even if he did, he wouldn't know that it's me. I'm lying. Hopefully. I should probably just like stop talking about my employment on the internet. I love my job. Because I feel like that's just like a bad practice. Plus, like in the future, if I ever go somewhere else, you know, these companies we got Mongo Baby, not that great. These companies have like, Mongo Baby shots work with Technology Zero, so now we do get a little bit of laser beam action. That's actually awesome. These companies, they'll freaking like, even though I've got my name pretty much nowhere attached to this channel other than when I've said it aloud, they can probably find some freaking way to link it to me. And if I ever apply to jobs somewhere, they're going to be like, you need to watch every video this kid has ever put out. And I need you to see if he ever said anything racist or disparaging against women or disparaging against former employers. And I maybe just threw my former employer under the bus for making me consume a vitamin. They're safe to consume. I really wish we could see what these are. Breakfast, obviously not what we were looking for. Let's just hit it to the next floor. It's Curse of the Blind. We've already been to Curse Room and Item Room. Now, we had 35 cents with Steam sale, so yeah, we could have gone to the shop and maybe gotten something good from that, but I just used both of my keys on that. Just generally unsmart. Oh, this guy can die. And we have a super secret rock right here, which means good things for us. What do we got here? Another Tears Down. Genuinely uninterested. And a paralysis pill, I have to also say, not interested. So we've sped things up. And, 2/3 of the way to Guppy. You got to do this room because it could turn you into Guppy. It didn't, but it could have. And honestly, at the end of the day, that's all that matters. With 9 lives, again, if it wasn't already markedly decided, it is absolutely decided now that this is going to be a win. The question now is how long is said win going to take? And really that all comes to, thank you, Host Hat, for saving me from that. It all depends on when we get that final Guppy item. We get Incubus, which again is going to make these Technology Zero tiers do some cool things. And now we're starting to get a synergy I can live with. We're overcoming the tractor beam synergy that I was a little upset about earlier. I only have one key, unfortunately, and it's got the item room's name on it, so I will not be entering your double key room. I only have one bomb as well, and I actually now cannot reach that red chest, so if that's the red chest that would have made us Guppy, well, you know, too sad. I was trying to think of a song on the fly, and it just didn't come to fruition, so I apologize. That's unfortunate if that did. But we're just going to pretend that it didn't because it'll make me feel better about the remainder of the run. And I think we'll probably still become Guppy anyway. Like I said, the combination of left hand with Guppy's tail is too strong, a little broken. Not broken, it's just, you know, we worked for it, so... But I do think that will, more times than not, lead to a Guppy situation. Look at the lightning now. And then ride it like Metallica. Not interested in large, so we did use our key there. We'll use our final key here. No super greed, please. All right, should have went to the shop on the last floor. Instead, didn't. We'll take the quarter. We're going to make boss rush, but we don't have a way to escape boss rush unless I can get a teleportation card from here. Ace of Hearts is not going to do it. Check for a second secret room. Maybe we can get a teleportation card of sorts in here. No, we get 3 black hearts, which is pretty awesome too. We'll fight our boss fight. We'll take a gander inside of boss rush. If it's something that seems like it's going to be worth the... I am literally going to throw up on camera. I'm so sorry. Like, my heart feels pain like I've never felt. Grab the Polaroid. Already been in here, so we know what's what. And in here, I love the parasite, and you know what? We're going to get Book of Belial, so I think we'll be able to finish this room off pretty quickly anyway. And this is the first time we've actually done boss rush since coming back to the Binding of Isaac. So, you know, it's something that had to get done eventually, so why not now? Why not before the next floor? And like I said, we get the damage upgrade now, and I can't remember if they stack, actually. Oh god, if they do, then we are like unbelievably set. Plus, I think the parasite, yeah, as you could, well, is it doing? I'm imagining it's doing things with technology 0. Like I imagine we're getting some cool laser beam interactions there. So, Book of Belial does not stack, unfortunately. What do we got? Something underground here. Oh, yep, we get the husk. Okay, we're losing some HP. Let's calm down here. We're too powerful to be losing this kind of HP. Oh, Carrion Queen. Carrion Queen. If you know what I mean. Could you please die, please? Because I'm getting a little tired. We're also getting just completely and utterly set in terms of cash money. So that's good too. So I think at the end of the day, you're going to look back on this and go, it was worth it for Parasite. It's going to add like 2 minutes on to the course of the entire run. And who knows, the item we get at the end of this may make it so that it was completely and utterly worth it. I think it already is completely and utterly, and there's not even a cow in the room. I think it already is completely and utterly worth it. But I think after we finish, oh god, you scared me a little bit. I think after we finish it, you'll be like, yeah, that was worth it. So even though, you know, if you want to, you can even fast forward a minute. We'll probably be done in a minute anyway. We're finishing these waves not like astoundingly quickly, but pretty quickly. With a 7 tier stat and a 10 damage stat, you would expect to be killing a majority of bosses in like, plus with Mulligan and the technology 0, all that added damage. Like, we just have so much secondary forms of dealing damage that, like, it's just a good time. Like, look at that. We're not even Guppy. And look at the amount of flies that are surrounding us. It's just it's a good situation. And hopefully it will only get better, because hopefully we will become Guppy over the course of the next floor or so. Obviously we want to turn it into Guppy. Oh, I did not want to pick that up. Obviously we want to turn into Guppy before we reach the chest, because we're going to want to drop the left hand, of course. We get a choice here. I'm going to choose Brother Bobby because, again, his tears are going to interact with Technology 0, and I'm digging the laser beam effect. So when in doubt, you know, Technology 0 may actually make familiars markedly better than they originally were. Why is markedly the word of the day? It's what I'm going to name my son, Mark Edley. And we'll see how often he gets beat up in school. Probably fairly often because, well, it's just a strange combination. All right, can we become Guppy here, perhaps? Perhaps this is the room. It's not the room, but it is the room where we received more than our fair share of keys, so I'm pretty happy about it. And, oh god, help. help. As you saw with how quickly, like, I should do these rooms because they don't take that long, and like any chest could contain guppies, so there's no reason when it takes us about 3 seconds to finish off the room, like, why would I not go for it just to look? And then if we become guppy, like, yeah, it's like 3 seconds utilized here, but in the end, if it ends up leading to guppy, it probably saves us like 2 minutes on the remainder of the run. Yeah, let's do this again. Any one of these could be the one. I'm not even going to touch those pills because I don't even want to know. Like I said, I have a little bit of pill PTSD right now. Pill TSD, if you will, from that vitamin that did I mention that I was forced to chew on a vitamin? I recommend you do it. Wait, was it a vitamin? Yeah. It was like a supplement. It just tasted very earthy. It kind of tasted like, I imagine it's what it would be like if your diet consisted of only pine cones. Like, it just tasted very earthy, not in terms of like dirt, although it kind of tasted like dirt, but like you could tell it was plant-based, like very, very plant-based, but like a dirty plant, like a plant that is like not a nice garden, not a oh, there's guppy right there, and it's also going to it's also going to give us the ability to fly, and it's also going to guppy's paw. We could probably actually drop left hand now, so let's go ahead and do that. We don't really need it for the remainder of this run. Nor do I need Ace of Diamonds, and let's just go ahead and wipe through the rest of this. It was definitely not like a nice tomato plant on, you know, like a farmer's garden who really cares about his crops. No, it was definitely like the shell of a walnut that had fallen off on a tree like several months ago, and then the squirrels picked it open and they ate the nut, and then they left the little green shell, you know? It's like a bit into that. Let's go ahead and take growth hormones. In here, we will definitely take the pentagram. I don't think the void does too much for us, so like there's not going to be that many more opportunities over the course of the rest of the run to suck up items, so I don't think it would be that huge a coup for us. Cool. I don't think it kind of felt like I was eating a bird when I ate that thing. Just kidding. Yeah, we'll take science. Just kidding, that's black tooth. I thought it was little horn, and then I realized that's actually an item and not a trinket. But black tooth, what does that do? Occasionally we get the little stink around us. I'm pretty sure occasionally we get some stink lines around us. Ace of Spades doesn't do much for me. But I should probably stop wasting keys on that because we are getting close to the end of the run. That's the one downside of Guppy's tail, is that it's going to create all these chests that we just don't have the keys for. I guess the alternative is getting nothing, so, you know, we can at least be appreciative that we got them. Where am I going, by the way? Help! But we're murdering these rooms so quickly that it doesn't really matter at this point. Like, it's basically just like a countdown at this point. How long is it going to take for us to get to the final floor before we win this? What a beautiful, beautiful Judas run. And I keep forgetting that, like, in the time that I was gone, they added new items to the game, which is awesome. I love the booster packs they've been doing. And I missed, like, at least one, maybe several booster packs. So it's always cool when you get to see a new item in the meantime. Like, some of them in the booster packs, you know, we used to do the mod showcases. So some of them I'd seen before. I do not recall this ever being a thing. And so it's cool to get to experience it. This is definitely a run where Hush is pretty simple, but also it's like 10:43 at night, and I need to get this up tomorrow because, like I said at the beginning of this, I forgot that I brought this series back, so I had nothing recorded. So I think it's better that I just get this one done so that I can edit it and upload it in a more reasonable time period. Plus, I did Boss Rush. You know, let's just do one time wasty thing a time. If we don't have to, you know. Like, we're not doing a fresh save, so it's not like we need to do Hush. If we needed to do Hush, obviously this is the run to do it because it's like that would have been the easiest win of all time. But we don't need to do it, so instead we can focus on, you know, setting a new land speed record. You thought it was the cheetah? Incorrect. Actually, what is the fastest? Isn't it a bird? I know ostriches are pretty fast. Everybody always doesn't think it. I don't know what people think. I don't have that superpower. But most people, it's just like commonplace to say that the cheetah is like really fast. If you're like, name a fast animal, most people would go cheetah. I know it's not the fastest animal on the planet because I'm pretty sure that's a fish, but I don't even think it's the fastest non-fish. It might be the fastest land animal, but I thought maybe a bird or something was faster. Like, could fly faster, but I don't really know how the classifications go. They're like, does that still count as a land animal, or is that different because it's above land technically? Like, I don't know. The classifications get a little annoying. D-Infinity, I just don't know what it does. Number 1 with Tractor Beam is literally just a great tiers upgrade. What is the... Oh, it does something random every time. I mean, yeah, I'm going to take it. We also got a Joker card on this floor, so let's go ahead and pop that right now. We get Maw the Void, which I'll take. We'll do this first, and you know, I'll just keep doing this every couple of rooms. We'll march our way to the end of this one. Bottom line is we're going to remain guppy no matter what happens, so... probably there's no way we lose this one, no matter how bad a reroll. Plus, we have 9 lives. The question is going to be, are we going to get a reroll? Like we're basically looking for the D4 or we're looking for the D100, either one. And I am just going to use this every 2 rooms. I probably should have waited, yeah, to see if that was pause and then go, well, maybe we should reroll pause. But instead, I was just thinking with my butt instead of thinking with my head butt. It's my own fault. We might not get the D-Infinity or the D4. It's double the chance. We're just looking for one thing that'll reroll my entire run. And if it'll do it, no, that's not going to do it. It's not going to do it. I mean, I'll do extra rooms if I have to. Let's get 1 reroll. We can get 1 reroll. There's the D4. So we're going to get it right before we head into the boss fight. So whatever we end up with, we better hope it's good, because we're going to be stuck with it as we fight the final boss. Okay. Here we go. Let's take a peek. Let's take a gander. Reroll right before we get to the boss. We have Isaac's Heart. I have no tears escaping. Oh, we have Cursed Eye. Now, luckily we have 20 damage, so I think our flies will probably just murder this guy for us. They did not, but the combination of Tauros plus Sacrificial Dagger did it. Dude, I see the Void Portal. I see it. It's just not a good time. Unfortunately, and I'm not rerolling again. Quick run again. I love these quick Isaac videos. That's the problem with Isaac, because sometimes I sit down and I'm like, well, might need an hour. When you can get these done in 30 minutes, like just like a normal episode of something I record, it's like it never hurt me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you subscribe to become a citizen of PlaycrastiNation today. And if you know anyone that you think would be a great Playcrastinator, go and send them by, because I'd love to have them. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you guys next time.